Hello everybody, peace and harmony with a new video for this week. Look, we want to start with our new stove in the kitchen. We are very proud that we have this. It's great. So this is how it looks. It's of course in a drying state. We can cook on it. We have an oven and it heats the house. It's great, on wood of course. It's very nice, so we are extremely happy, although it's still summer. We are already looking out for the winter. So now we walk from the house to what we call the mandala. So this is a small hallway. Now you can see the other house, which is another building. And now Lola, you also see our lovely dog Lola. I'm walking up the stairs, so if I move a little bit you know why. And now Delia will guide us through the mandala garden.
And on the way to the mandala there are already lots of things that you can eat. Like here is chicory on the corner. This very big plant here. This is chicory. The flowers open in the morning before noon. It's a very beautiful bright blue flower. And in the summer you can put the flowers in salads and eat them. And in the winter you can make a really nice chicory coffee. It was used as a substitute for coffee. You take the roots, chop it up small, roast it and grind it, and then you have a nice kind of quite powerfully flavoured drink.
This is our water well on the way.
Hop growing everywhere here,
Yeah,
also something
yeah.
you can eat.
Yeah. So we show you every week another part of our land.
And here the beautiful wild rose, and then a climbing rose, and the grapevine. And in the summer it's really nice to sit under the grapevine in its shade. Yeah, you can also use the leaves. A lot of countries in this area know that already. But like for example with this, just a small leaf, you can eat it raw in salads. And then the larger leaf, of course, you can use for stuffing things like the Greek make dolmas. Those kind of thing.
You see already very small grapes, you see. Very nice. It's a blue grape. We are now closer to the road, so maybe you'll hear more, sometimes a car or a motorbike. This is the mandala garden.
And this,
very nice area.
This was just wild land. Like as you can see further up, this is also lower down what it used to be, until we began to do something with it. It was marked out by our permaculture teacher, and we decided to make a nice design on the inside, so to have pathways where you walk. And we used old tiles here. And the whole idea is that within a few years you have a process of turning what was wild land before into area where we cultivate now annual vegetables, or in a few perennial things. So then you have to weed in between, of course, to take out what you don't want to grow there in the pathways, but also then you have the beds where you plant what you do want to grow. So here we've got a mixture of all different kinds of things. So to our left, potatoes and sunflowers with some onions and also thyme and basil.
I see some beetles again, Delia.
Yes, I do also see some Colorado beetles. They have to be removed. And then from here you've got some tomatoes and kale here, and a cucumber plant, and that's amaranth, red.
Yeah,
Some more potatoes here. And then this is a very, very interesting plant here. This is a perennial cabbage plant. In Dutch they call it split cabbage. Now it's kind of lying on the ground, but it's more like a kind of bush cabbage basically. It can grow vertically. And this is something that has a very long lifespan, like maybe 40 or 50 years. And you eat the leaves. So the leaf, it doesn't produce a head, but you eat the leaf from the cabbage. And then it replicates itself. It reproduces through its children, they're called. And they grow along the main kind of stem of the plant. So then when you want to keep it going, you rip off a child and then you literally just put that in the ground. So it kind of is a very simple and effective way of continuing a plant that keeps providing you food. That's really interesting.
And it doesn't take 9 months to grow.
And this year it's got its own seed pod for the first time, which doesn't always happen either. So now we also have plants that we can continue to grow this food with like this, but also we can grow it from seed now, which is also we have now the right conditions for that, which is also quite exciting. And then what else have we got here? Over there in the sunflowers there are beans and also a couple of courgettes, I think, and some more tomatoes and onions. Buckwheat here, a small patch of buckwheat, which is also a really great plant. It's very interesting because it grows very easily and it's like a kind of alternative to rice or like mamaliga or polenta or things like that. So it's a good thing to grow in this area because it likes this climate, and it's a nice it's a nice kind of carbohydrate staple. And this huge kind of alien-like plant is one of the docks. I think this is patience dock in English. And this is what it looks like when it goes to seed. So we let it go to seed so it can spread everywhere. It's good for the plant to leave it to go to seed because then it goes through its whole cycle of growth, from coming out to dying, but also spreading its seed again. So that's what is standing up here. And nature always shows us how it sort of can take over. So here we have a tree that likes to be here. This is, I think it's called spindle in English. Produces very beautiful kind of pinky, orangey lantern flowers, and then a very large thistle that likes to grow here through the tiles. So you can do so much if you work with nature, but nature usually kind of shows you its way. And from here you can see further up onto the land, which is the wilder areas where there are a lot of also edible things, but herbal and medicinal plants. Like over there is a patch of St. John's wort, which is great for our nervous system, so that grows there. And then sorrel, all kinds of things, and more fruit trees which we put up here. Some that were here before and some that we planted ourselves. So you have